Okay, perfect. So I would start. My name is Donato Rondinone. I work here at Europe Language Jobs. I'm in charge of the HR. And well, first of all, I would like to thank you all for being here with us today and for participating to our event, the 30 Days to Get a Job Challenge. So I need to inform you, first of all, that the session will be recorded and it will be available in the next days on our platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube. So, well, for starting, I would like to break a little bit the ice and I would like to see from where are you from, like, because I see that you are a lot of people connected. I'm sure that you're from all around the world. So let me know in the comment section, where are you from? So we start to know each other because I'm sure that we will have a lot of like opinions and ideas to share today. And let's give a look at the comments. You can also open the microphone if you want and interact with me. I'm just glad if you do so. Okay, comments. Okay, we have Slovakia, Germany, Spain, Czech Republic, Italy, Indonesia, Slovakia, Georgia, Denmark. Oh, thank you. Thank you all for participating. Poland. So yeah, we have people today from really all over the world, and I think this will make it even more interesting. So today we will talk. Let me just share the screen with you. Okay. Okay, so today we will talk about like employability in Europe, the importance of going abroad and having international experience, and also I would like to hear your experience and your opinion. First of all, before starting, one thing I would like to do is thanking our sponsors. So, well, we have Foundever Portugal, Teleperformance Greece, Telus International, T-Tech, Talent Search People, then we have Bluelink, Concentrix and WebHelp, Telus International AE, and Western Europe. So thanks to our sponsors that make this event possible. And keep in mind, since we're here, that with our new partnership with CV Maker, you can win a free review by uploading your CV on our job board, Europe Language Jobs, for those who don't know it yet. And your CV will be reviewed by one specialist, and that will help you to make like the best CV according to your goals. So, well, first of all, I would like to know how many of you already have looked for a job? Like to understand the percentage a bit of students and of workers that we have in this presentation. So feel free to write it in the comments or just open your microphone. Okay, so Nadine from Denmark looking for a job. Okay. And Marilena Pura. Okay. So you're looking for a job. That's interesting. And how many of you like have looked for a job abroad, like outside of your country? Okay, Claudia, you. And where did you go to look for a job abroad? Like which job board or website did you use? LinkedIn, InfoJobs, Monster. Okay, good. Oh, wow, I see so many answers. Okay, LinkedIn indeed, so perfect. Okay, great. So, well, I would like to start talking about like the differences between the different places where you can go looking for a job. So, when you are applying, no, and you're looking for a job, you have I would identify three different actors. So we have first of all like the job board, then we have the recruitment agency, and or the final company. And they all play a different role in the selection process. So for those who don't know the difference, well, we have the job board, that is a platform where companies can publish their job offer and receive the applications. And then they do the selection process by themselves. Then we have recruitment agency, like, for example, I put Randstad because it's one of the most famous worldwide. And the job agencies, they get contacted by companies that are looking for filling specific positions, and they help companies to find the candidates. So they manage the selection process from the beginning until the last step, which is usually like a call with a final manager at the company, which is the third actor, the final company, who is the actor that is in charge of that is trying to fill the position. So, well, as I said, like we have different ways to looking for a job. So if you're a student, you will probably are familiar already with the job portals, like for example the job teaser, or each and every university, they have their own job board. Then LinkedIn, we all know LinkedIn, the most famous social network for finding jobs and for professionals. And someone already mentioned Indeed as another job board that plays a very important role in finding a job. Here, I put some job boards and some websites that you can use if you're finding jobs in specific countries. So probably you're already familiar with some of them, like Indeed, for example. It's very famous info jobs here in Spain and in Italy. And then we have others for other countries. So you can save it, but you will find the video available on, as I said, on YouTube and LinkedIn. So we said that today we talk about the importance of finding a job abroad. So the importance of job experience in another country. We will talk about Europe Language Jobs itself. So I will introduce you to our company to tell you what we do, why we do it, and how we do it. And then we will see also some tips for you that you're looking for a job abroad. So I think it's fundamental to state how competitive is the market nowadays. So, well, for people who are coming from Europe in particular, you already know how it works. So you know that it's easier nowadays to go around Europe and to enter in different markets, thanks, for example, to the Schengen, or in general to other agreements between countries, which are a bit of a consequence of a very intense globalized world in which the changes are very quick. So technology, policies, and politics are things that change with a new, we say, pace very quickly. And quickly is also an adjective that we can use to describe the access that we have to information. Now we have the knowledge, I would say, of humanity in the palm of our hand. Like with our phones, we have access to internet, and we can access to basically all the information that we're looking for. But we know that this is useless as long as you don't know how to use the information. But fortunately, I would say we are also the most, we say, educated generation in history, which means that compared to the previous generation, we had access to school, to universities, and to other material for our professional and educational growth. Here, I would like to highlight with you some facts about working abroad, like which are the pros of going abroad and having an experience in another country. So we can start in order. First of all, learning a new language is always an advantage because it allows you to communicate with people from other parts of the world, but also help you to structure your thinking in a different way and gain what we call emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand what you're feeling, why you're feeling, and also to understand what the people around you are feeling and what they would like to express. So to go behind the action on other people and understand the reasons behind the certain behaviors. Going abroad will also give you, of course, like a different perspective, as we said, and will give you like a plus in terms of experience. Like there are things that you cannot, you can say you cannot try, you cannot live, experiences that you cannot live if you don't leave your home country. So having an experience abroad allows you to get in touch with different realities and also to get out of your comfort zone, learning new skills. Later we will talk a bit about soft skills, but you know, the difference between soft skills and hard skills and how important they are nowadays. Mostly I would say the soft skills, but this is a chapter that I would open in a couple of minutes. Then other positive facts. When you apply for jobs and a recruiter is screening your CV, I would say that having international experience is something that really catches the attention of the recruiter or the person that is in charge of the selection, because it shows something about your profile, so that you're not afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone, and that you are willing to take risks and to embrace challenges. And of course, going abroad helps you to meet new people, like to meet, I would say, hundreds of people that will help you to build a stronger network of acquaintances, people that you know, friends, and people that can help you then to land your dream job, because sometimes it's just a matter of word of mouth. And last but not least, to develop we can say more panoramic view about the European job market. It's going abroad and see how the international environment is, that you can better understand how it works, the market also in other countries. So we mentioned the importance of soft skills. The first difference between soft skills and hard skills is that hard skills are things that you can learn. Meanwhile, soft skills, yes, you can work on that, but the soft skills describe your personality, which is a very important aspect of work. When we do interviews to find the new, I can say the new candidates, the new resources for our company, and I talk for, I think, all the recruiters, we are looking for not only the you know, the piece of paper of the CV in which it states that you studied here with these results and whatever. It's important how you approach the selection process and how you are able to explain your experience and your motivation. So here we identified some of the soft skills, but I would like you to let me know if you think that there is something missing here, because the research of the soft skill is a never-ending one, and there is always something to learn. Here, I would like to mention the soft skills that I consider more important, for when I recruit talents. And I would start with self-driven people. So people that don't take like a no as a rejection, but people that keep trying, and with a growth mindset, they look forward, that are not scared of obstacles. Well, then the growth mindset is a approach itself, like how to approach difficulties and challenges. So always seeking for solutions and not giving up, finding like opportunities in hard times instead of giving up. Then, important to mention the adaptability and the flexibility. Since we were talking about globalization and how the world changed and how the work environment as well change with new technologies, we always have to stay up to date. So we need to adapt not only to new technologies and new I can say structures, but also to changes, for example, in the organization, because every company has a different approach. So being adaptable will allow you to catch up easier and in a faster way, to new job and new working experience. Well, then problem solving, it explains itself. Then we talk about like creativity for many positions, the ability of finding solutions or of creating organizational skills in terms of time management, but also being, organized, following schedule, and being reliable. Ability of working with other people also is very important, like not only on the workplace, but it can be in a sport, on whatever you do. There is something that a team can do that an individual cannot. So being able to get the best out of a teamwork is something that most of the recruiters are looking for. And to achieve all of this, I think that having a positive mindset is the only way that that we can do it. Then other things that I like to see when I interview candidates are communication skills. Of course, you can have an amazing CV, but if you're not able to lead a conversation and to explain which are the the reasons behind your choices, I think that it's a missed opportunity, and it can tell me something about a candidate. We talk about emotional intelligence also before, and empathy. It can be on the like networking with random people, but also on the workplace. In the workplace, there are a lot of different scenarios that can go on, and being able to understand what is going on around you will give you, I would say, an advantage and an opportunity to create stronger bonds and to work better together with other people. And last but not least, the cultural awareness in international environments. Example, Europe Language Jobs, we are people from around 13 different countries. We all grew up with different, I can say, culture or different experiences. So it's important to know that what may be common in your country, for example, it isn't in another place of the world. So keep in mind this. And we mentioned our company saying that we are all from different countries, but what is Europe Language Jobs? I don't know if you already know us at Europe Language Jobs, but well, we are a job board that is specialized in job offers with different language skills. So we are a group of young expats, and we know how important it is to have international experience. What we aim to do is helping candidates from all over Europe to find their next job abroad and have an international experience like we did. And to do so, we created a platform that is very user-friendly that we can check out together later, where it's easy to find a job abroad using your language skill as an asset. So, as I said, we did it like this way. We created the platform. It's very user-friendly. It works in a very easy way. Like, you don't need to every time upload your CV, make like I would say a list, of your experiences, places where you work, and whatever. You just register once using LinkedIn. You can use Facebook. You can use Gmail. You can use your mail in general. Like, you can do however you prefer, and you feel more comfortable. You upload your CV maybe once it's necessary. You fill in your data. So you write like, which languages do you speak? Where would you like to go? You can mention the preferred salary, and then you can start browsing jobs. So you can see all the job offers that we have uploaded on our platform, which is incredibly easy, and apply with just one click. This is, I would say, the main difference. There are many websites that you can use when you're looking for a job, but one aspect that makes a lot of people dropping out of the selection process is exactly this: that every time you're asked to fill in all your personal information, upload the CV, write cover letter, and all of this. No, we decided to leave it aside and to make it as simple as possible. Here is a picture of the interface of our website. You can see you enter, as we said, with Gmail, LinkedIn, Facebook. You create an account with really a couple of clicks, and then you start applying for jobs. Here I would like to share with you the top required languages. We have German, French, Dutch, Italian, Spanish, and other Scandinavian languages. So if you're looking for a job, you speak one of these languages, I would recommend you definitely to keep an eye on Europe language jobs. As you can see, on the we can say searching browser there of Europe language jobs, you can specify with the filters in which countries you would like to work, with an option that we recently added about working from home that allows remote work all around the world, and the option to select the languages that you speak. So it will filter automatically all the job offers for you. So I don't know if anyone has any question in the meanwhile, because I cannot see the comment sections. Sorry. So if anyone has any question, feel free to open the microphone.
Hey, I'm Monica.
Hey, Monica. Hi, how can I?
Yes, I started long ago to see your webpage and application and all of this, and I'm looking for a technical job, but I living a problem right now here in Spain. I'm in Spain actually. I'm Portuguese.
Mhm.
And that's why I started looking outside of Spain, and I thought, well, I have languages. I have three very good, well settled languages. So I was thinking, what advice can you give me in looking into a job? Taking in account that I'm a chemist and I have done sales also.
Mhm.
So I'm looking something that I would not feel totally outsided, you know.
Totally outside in which sense? Sorry.
Uh, that I don't want to apply to something that I have never done anything or that I don't know anything, because you go to a new country and you are doing something that you have never seen. It's even more difficult.
Yes, I mean sometimes we have to take some risks,
Yeah.
and it's not said that it's gonna go bad. Actually, going out of the comfort zone. If I have one recommendation that I can give, one advice I would say, is that if something scares you, you should do it, because you can get the most of the satisfaction out of it. So don't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. And can I ask you, you already have an account on Europe Language Jobs?
Yes.
Okay, so you're already searching for a job there, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, okay. So, well, I would recommend you, like, if you're looking for any specific job, like, to take advantage of this offer that we have with the CV review, because with CV Maker, I think it's like the CV review option with CV Maker, that it can be very helpful, like having a tailored CV made by a professional that can help you to address your research, I would say, in a more precise way.
Yes, especially because of this, because my curriculum is more done for a technical job and not so more like sales or communication jobs, you know. And probably that's where they're gonna feel the missing part.
Okay, and you're searching it in Spain, right?
Uh, well, I'm starting to search everywhere. because here they put me a problem of not having a car, and it's stupid because I'm in Barcelona, so having a car here is the worst idea, you know. But
Yeah,
they
no,
ask.
I can definitely agree on that. So, well, what I can tell you like is exactly to take advantage of this option with like the CV maker, and to talk with our professionals that can address you like to say to the best way to find a job. It can be here
Okay,
or abroad. And in the meanwhile, I
okay.
wish you the best of luck and thank you for
Thank you.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Then we have other comments now.
Yeah, I would like to ask a question. Or what is your plan? Do you want to continue talking, or is now the time to ask questions? Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah, because for example, today I had an interview in Spain, in Madrid, as a German teacher. So I have a PhD in biomedicine and in biochemistry. I would like to swap into a social training kind of field. I am also a quality manager, and I've done several trainings in a technical field, however. And so the qualification as a teacher, as a German teacher, was not really necessary, was not really required for the job. And my Spanish, I've started learning Spanish in May this year, is already on a B2 level, so I can understand, I can communicate, but I am not fluent in that language as a native speaker is, of course not. And because of that, they decided to tell me that no, you need to be fluent in that language, otherwise you cannot explain details as a German teacher. Yeah, I don't know. And in other ways, I'm overqualified when they see that I have a PhD and I'm applying for jobs as some kind of office worker in a call center or whatever. They don't even want to invite me because they see that I have a PhD. Do I need to fake my CV now, or what? What do
Yeah,
you
no, that
suggest?
I heard of this like in cases of people that were sort of like downsizing the CV, so removing some things from the CV in order to take a step back and then like start running again. So taking something back to get a job and then from that job move to something else. Which I know it might sound like a bit crazy, but I mean the recruitment process, I think it works differently from each company, each not only each country, each company, but also it's from individual to individual. So someone might consider it a strength and someone else a threat, and it's really a pity to hear that it's harder to find a job with more qualifications. So I agree, it's very difficult to understand.
Yeah, and I even put that effort in learning a new language, still it doesn't work out somehow.
Hmm. Well, no, I can understand. And well, you already tried with Europe language jobs, you said?
Yeah, I did. However, nothing came by. It was not successful yet. Yeah, I have applied, but I have not been accepted yet.
Okay, well, yet. We always say yet.
Yes,
We
not
cross our
yet.
finger and wish you the best of luck, because I'm sure that keep trying, like something will arise. It's not also an easy time, but I mean we all have to keep doing our best, and something will come. I'm sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And regarding the recruitment process, so we can move forward and talk a bit about the recruitment process, because there is someone that already has experience, someone else that probably never had a job. So, well, the recruitment process is all, all the, you can say the process from applying to a job to start working in a company. So I think it's quite intuitive. And I would like to share with you like this overview of the recruitment process. We have it from the candidate perspective and from the recruiter perspective, which is like, I mean, I've been in both. So, I mean, if you think there is something else to add, I'm here to also listen to your opinion. So we have, first of all, like there is a need in a company, so need to find a candidate with certain characteristics. So the recruiter posts the job offer, writes down job description, and wait. Basically, this is the first step. Then we have the candidate applying at the same time. The CV is reviewed by the recruiter that will make a screening, and later we will talk a bit about the screening process, because this is also something very interesting. I see many candidates with very nice CVs that arrive to the screening call and they're a bit lost, and I would like to reduce these missed opportunities as much as we could. So we have the recruiter reviewing the CV. Meanwhile, the candidate waits for the feedback, and then we go to the screening call. And the next steps, which are like the video interview, can be or an interview on site, a technical challenge, and so on. It always depends on the company and on the policy that they have on the recruitment process. So we said that the aspects that we take into account when we check a job description, we go see what is the company looking for, like what is the company doing in general, like which kind of business they work in, and like what they do, being able then to explain it to the recruiter, because it's usually a question like to ask, okay, what is our company about? It tells a lot about a candidate that goes to make some research or not. Then we set job description, where we will see, not only the requirements, but also which are the tasks that will be asked to the candidate, and which are the characteristics of the profile that they're looking for. And the last two things are, the requirements. So, for example, it could be like a visa to work in a country, or I don't know, the availability to work full time, for example, and then the offer and benefits that the company can offer. Here we have you can say a sample of one of our job offers. Like we were looking for a TikTok specialist. Actually, we are still. So we have positions open in our digital marketing team, in particular with the TikTok project, which is one of our, I would say, the thing we are most proud of. So please check it out if you're looking for an internship in digital marketing in Barcelona. So we have then the candidate applying to the job offer. Here we always use Europe Language Jobs as as an example. We have this search bar where we can write what we're looking for. Example, you're looking for a digital marketing internship, you write down marketing, and for example, social media. You can select the languages and you can start looking for a job. Well, we recommend always to use keywords that will help you to find a job that is more suitable for you, but also that will help you appearing to the eye of a recruiter that is reviewing your CV. So make sure that you're matching your skills with what you're looking for. So we mentioned the screening call. The screening call usually is a 10-15 minutes call. It could be even longer, in which the recruiter has to check the requirement and the motivation of a candidate. So we mentioned before, there are great candidates with great CV, but that they don't perform well during the interview. So we need to make sure this, is it just a good CV, or is there a suitable candidate behind it? So we pick up the phone, we call the candidate, and we go through the checklist. So we see if everything is okay for starting working in the company. And most important, we check the motivation. So the question like, why would you like to work with us or with our company? Always expect that, and always try to have a good answer ready. But the recruitment process is not only, and in this case, like the screening call, is not only a one-way interview in which there is a recruiter asking questions and a candidate answering. It's also an opportunity for candidates to see if there is a match with the company, to make sure that they're going in a place that they will enjoy. So the candidate should never be shy to ask questions regarding the company culture and other things that might help him to shape his decision. Since we mentioned the CV, here is an example of CV. We were talking about keywords. And when we talk about keywords, it could be a recruiter reading your CV, it could be an ATS, which is an applicant tracking system, otherwise a software that help like in screening processes. It helps to review a big amount of different CVs, finding keywords that are related to the position. So here in this CV, this is an example of a CV that can work in, I would say, most of the countries in Europe. Obviously, we don't keep into account for US and in UK because of the picture, because of the structure. But you can use a PDF that is readable by the ATS. I would recommend to use Canva, like in this case, and to structure it this way, putting like an about me, like a bio at the beginning, in which you can talk about what would you like to achieve and how your application like is relevant, like how your profile is aligned with what the company is looking for. This is a very good opportunity because it's the first place where the eye of the recruiter goes when you open a CV. Then you have education and experience. If you're a student with not much experience, you can put first education. Otherwise, we would recommend to dedicate more space to the experience, starting from the very last experience, working experience, going down to the less recent ones. Then we have the skills. You can see on the left. I would say that it's an advantage to mention the soft skills because they show self-awareness, and also they could be something that impress the recruiters, and specify also the languages. Like when we apply in our own country, we can take it for granted, but the moment you're applying in an international market, it's important for the recruiter to know which languages you speak and at which level. So we said we can have other two steps. We have the screening call, then we pass to the video call, usually, like to save time, so you don't have to commute there to have the interview, but it can be also on site. And here are 5 aspects that the recruiter is looking for when interviewing a candidate. So we want to see the energetic candidate is more impressive than someone that arrives to an interview with low energy and that doesn't really know how to sell themselves. Then international mindset. So someone that is ready to join an environment where people speak different languages and have different, sometimes have different values and think in a different way. So the ability to adapt. We mentioned adaptability before in the in our soft skills, and between this, of course, there was also the determination. So why do you like this position? Why would you like to work there? Like show determination and motivation that will open a lot of doors. And then the last thing is being goal-oriented. So you're applying to this job in particular because you want to achieve this objective. Show it. Don't be afraid of showing your big picture, because the recruiter can be will be surely fascinated and will like your profile. So this is just a brief tips. Then, before finishing the interview, always ask with who you should follow up and after how long. So you avoid like to write or to call too early or too late. We can say that 1 week is a feasible time for receiving an answer from a recruiter. So we recommend to wait this week, not 2 weeks eventually, and not like 3 days, because it can be a little bit too pushy. So a bit of common sense. What we can take away from this. So first, how important is to have international experience, not being afraid of stepping out of the comfort zone, and what can you get from it? What can you get from the experience that you get going abroad? And then the other thing is like where to look for a job if you would like to go to work in another country. We mentioned different job boards. In particular, we mentioned again Europe Language Jobs that made this possible. For this, I would like to thank also the marketing team that helped to make this happen, this event, with this participation that it's very nice to see all this participation for this workshop. But if you have any question, you can ask me now, or I can leave you the format to contact us. So I'm gonna open the chat now so I can see if you have any questions. So we have Monica asking, what question about the company's environment do you suggest to ask? Well, I would suggest to ask something related to the company culture, the values, and well, something related also to diversity and inclusion. But yeah, I would ask a recruiter to tell me about the company culture. It says a lot, trust me. By the way, if you have questions still, you can open the microphone and we can pass to a more interactive way if you agree.
Hi, this is Patrick on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Because I was in Europe last year for my master's degree. I was in Madrid, Spain. I'm back in the US now. So I don't have an EU passport, but for those who are still interested in the job market in Europe, how do you sell yourself or try to convince to be hired when you don't have an EU work permit or a passport?
Well, in terms of work permit, we have some clients that they help sponsoring the visa, but it's not the same in each and every country. So it always depends on the country you're applying to. Is anyone else in the queue? Because okay.
Yeah, I would like to ask another question. You have presented a CV with levels regarding language skills and computer skills. And I've seen that before. Is it really mandatory to have some kind of picture there with the skills, with the level of the skills in as boxes or whatever?
No. This is really up to your taste. Like you can write it down. Like for example, have good knowledge with, I don't know, Excel. You don't need like the box. This was just like an example to talk and to express like visually the skills. In this case, hard skills, because we were talking about the computer skills. Like it's a bit weird to put like I don't know, 85% sociable, adaptable, or soft skills.
And how do we do if, for example, we have hopped from job to job and we have just one page, 4 page of just job experiences, depending on the age, etc. For me, for example, I'm 37 years of age at the moment, and I have 1 page just with job experiences. So the second page is for education. There's not that much space left for anything about my personality and my soft skills. So how do I do with that? How do I cope with that?
What I would recommend in this case is to, well, I would keep the most relevant experiences. I know that, like, put yourself in the recruiter's shoes. Like, you should technically, what the recruiters say is to adapt your CV to every application. So there might be job experiences that are not relevant to a job you're applying for. So now I don't have anything coming to my mind like as an example, but I mean, if you're applying to a job in, for example, in marketing, there might be something more relevant than something else. And
okay, it doesn't. Yeah, and it doesn't look bad if I just have a gap then in my CV because I skip a few experiences that don't match the job requirement.
No, I think it's okay. Like it's not a big deal. But by the way, 2 pages is still good. Like if in 1 page you have all the job experience because you work in so many places, in the other page you can make some space, some room, like on the side, like to talk about other things, like we said, soft skills and languages, because they're important as well. Like up to 2 pages, if you have a lot of experience, it's not a big deal. Like we recommend 1 page because, I mean, when I open a CV, during a selection process, I go straight to the things that I care for, like things that can make me can orient a bit my routines and make me feel that the candidate is the right one. So there might be other experiences that in that case are not super relevant. So yes, adapt it every time. Then I see Silvana. That okay, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. I just wanted to say, Donato, that I have known this platform for quite a many years, and I have been using it. I have a question though. We have been talking about, how to write the correct, proper CV in order to have a good impression and to sell yourself. Oh, however, what I realized within this platform is not the only one, I should say, is that probably you can send a lot of, you can apply to many jobs. I usually apply not based on the location, but more for the company and the role, which is essential for me. But there are a lot, I don't know how many offers, how many candidates are required for a company. For example, let's say I apply to a job in particular, realize that it's very hard to get a feedback within a certain amount of time, but not even later. So would I say that there is no reply of any kind? I had it in the past, replies, but they were not quite, convinced. So what I'd say is that how many candidates they are really hiring for a specific job? Because if there is a huge amount of people applying for a role, but there is only one or two people they're going to be hired in that company, okay, the chances of getting that job, no matter how wonderful your profile might be, are very low.
Yeah, I mean, it's a competitive market, as we
Yes,
said.
very competitive. Yeah.
Like there are many applicants for all the positions, which is true. Then it's up to the company culture also to give a feedback to the candidates, and this is something that it's always up to the company.
It's also true, Donato, that in this particular platform is not the case, because we are not talking about, this is mainly a platform to go abroad. So this is not up for everybody. Some people might think about that they want to go abroad, but in practical terms, they don't want. There is also a psychological side on these. They say, oh, let me send a CV, I want to go abroad. But actually, there are just fewer candidates. They're really convinced of leaving their homeland. This is another thing that you have to consider, Donato. This is, I have experience in that.
Were you contacted for a screening call at least, or they just never answer you like to your application?
No, sometimes they do.
Okay.
They do.
So you have an email where you can follow up, right?
Yes, I have. When you know very well, you create your profile. Okay,
Yes.
you will upload the CV, and then there are languages. You insert your location, your experience, your skills, and all that stuff. But in your profile, you can also see all the applications, all the jobs you have applied for. Okay, and there is also the status of the applications.
Yes, correct.
Yes, so you have to check. Sometimes most of them are just expired, so you have to back to the most recent one. They're still active or in progress. But when you see an application that is in progress, and then you say, well, probably they're working on it, but then you don't get any feedback of any kind.
Yep. Well, probably in progress means that they received the application and the process is still open.
It's still open. Okay.
Expired means that they close the process, and sometimes
they close the process, the recruiting
it doesn't
process.
like super soon. It depends on them. Like every time, like how long does it take for them to close the selection process, and if they then discard the candidates, and in the email to let them know that they're discarded. Otherwise, yes, there is this menu.
Yes. Okay, there is a menu. I'm not the platform I've been using quite a while. Yes, good. But it's mainly to go abroad. But it's not that simple as it might same. You know, there are lots of candidates, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to. Mhm.
Well,
The
we have
profile.
around 2 million candidates, almost. So
Yes, exactly.
it's
Mhm.
ready to do the job offers. Yes, we do our best, like to, let's say, to
I've
help
seen a lot on social media. There are
relocate.
lots of
Yeah,
requests for social medias,
yeah,
marketing,
true.
a little bit less for, I mean, IT, technology, but there's a technology as well.
Well, consider that more than hard skills, we aim to address our platform to people with like soft skills. So it's not about like, it's a bit our motto, like we help people finding a job abroad using their language skills.
Language skills, correct.
So
Yes, this is very, very important. Yeah.
about that more than different competencies in technologies. So yes, this is one.
Yes, this is true. Yes. Yeah,
But
I agree with you when you say you have to sell yourself. Well, but be careful because then you have what after you sold yourself and you get recruited, you have to prove that what you said during the selling process
of course,
corresponded to the reality. Yes.
it has to be worth it. Otherwise, like it's a lose-lose situation.
Yes, so just a waste of time for on both sides. Yes.
Definitely. Definitely. But if someone wants to land a job, I think showing motivation is the most important thing.
And the motivation, correct. Yes, definitely. Okay, thanks.
But thank you for
Thanks. Mhm.
we have one hand, Amelie. Yes.
Yes, hello. I wanted to know more about like the salaries of like
Yes.
Europe language jobs. If they were like really adapted with the countries, if it's like the minimum with which we can live. That was my first question. And then
Usually, yes,
also I see
companies,
that.
they offer relocation packages and also like they are like aligned with the cost of living in the other country. So if
All right.
it's less, probably it's because living in the country is cheaper than living in the country you're coming from.
Sorry.
It makes sense that like I don't know, salary in one country could be lower than a salary in another country because the cost of living is different.
Yeah, it's like adapted to each country, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. And then my second question was like, I see that, yeah, Europe Language Jobs is a really good platform. And I wanted to know if you knew others that you're like that could be partners with the platform or any others that
Well, we can discuss
propose
it.
like
We can give you like a
kind of.
form, so you can contact us via email and we can discuss it.
Okay. Yeah, with pleasure. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, we might have some space if there is any other question. Feel free. Where is the email? Of course, here is the email. You can write an email to candidates@europelanguagejobs.com or also say info. .com. So yes, feel free to write an email at these addresses, or you can contact me on LinkedIn. My name is, as I said, Donato. Europe Language Job. So if you have any question, feel free to contact us at any time. We leave also some link here to our sponsor that we would like to thank again. So if you're looking for jobs in Europe, we have Foundever Portugal, Teleperformance, Greece, Telos International. We have T-Tech, Talent Search People. Then we have Bluelink, Concentrix, WebHelp, and Western Union. Yes, there are a lot of sponsors, so thank you all. And well, if you don't have any other questions, I would say that it was my pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that this this moment together might be useful for some of you. We can stay in touch via email. And well, thank you very much and have a nice afternoon.